Court orders death sentence for Sheikh Hasina. Bangladesh ICT gives life sentence till death to former Prime Minister Hasina on charge 1. This is breaking news that is just coming in on the Sheikh Hasina verdict. Bangladesh court has sentenced former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to death. She's been held guilty of total 3 counts. For 1 charge, she has been given life imprisonment till natural death under charge 1. In the second charge, she has been inflicted with the single sentence of death. This is breaking news that's coming in from the Bangladesh Tribunal. As the Tribunal reads out the sentence against Sheikh Hasina, the Tribunal has said that for all the 3 counts, we have decided to inflict with the single sentence of death. Sheikh Hasina has been sentenced to death by the Bangladeshi ICT. This is breaking news that's just coming in from Bangladesh. Indrajeet Kundu joins me live on this story. Indro, big verdict, and this will become a diplomatic issue between Bangladesh and India, as well as Sheikh Hasina is in India. But the tribunal has held her guilty of war crimes, crime against humanity, and now sentenced her to death. What, Indro?
Well, this is very big indeed. This is historic. The same International Crimes Tribunal, which was formed by Sheikh Hasina as the Prime Minister, has come back to hound her. This ICT has just now delivered its verdict and has given death sentence to former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Within a year's time, remember last year in August, due to the students' revolt, her government was, it fell off, and then Sheikh Hasina had to flee to India and take shelter here. So Sheikh Hasina, the Awami League Supremo, the former deposed Prime Minister of Bangladesh, is currently in India. She and the entire Awami League leadership, of course, monitoring this development very closely. This is going to lead to a huge diplomatic issue between India and Bangladesh, given that a Bangladesh court, the legal system, has now pronounced Sheikh Hasina guilty. And not just that, she has also been sentenced to death. So this is historic in that sense, that the ICT, for the first time ever since its existence from 2009 in Bangladesh, this is for the first time that the ICT has, tried a former Prime Minister of that country and has also convicted her and has given her death sentence. So this is historic in many sense of the term right now. As soon as the verdict was delivered and a death sentence, death penalty was announced inside the ICT, inside the International Crimes Tribunal, the chamber in which this hearing was taking place, there was loud bursts of, joy amongst student leaders, amongst lawyers who had gathered in large number to listen to the judge, the chairman of the tribunal. Now, it's going to be very important as to how it is accepted within Bangladesh, because there is a large section who have been very disgruntled of the Sheikh Hasina administration in recent months.
Getting our viewers the live view from the ICT tribunal chamber. Remember, the proceedings of the tribunal were online, and you can see right now on your screens, viewers, the visuals from the ICT tribunal chamber where this verdict was pronounced. People crying after the verdict. There were cheers, as Indro just said. There were a lot of very vehement reactions to this verdict today, as Sheikh Hasina has been held guilty and now sentenced to death. On your screens right now, viewers, are the visuals from the tribunal chambers. Continues to be with me on this, and I'm also being joined now by Nalini Sharma, our legal correspondent, who's been tracking this matter. Nalini, you've been tracking this tribunal proceedings, you've been tracking the order today. How do you see this entire order? What all have the ICT members said?
Well, the pronouncement went on for almost over 2 hours, where all the three judges in detail gave their judgment on the entire trial that has been going on for several months before the ICT. And time and again, it was repeated by the tribunal members that Sheikh Hasina, during the entire time of July 2024, when the entire protest and the violence was happening in Bangladesh, was the supreme commander. She was the one who was in control of not only the Home Minister, but also the IGP. And there are several telephonic conversations that go ahead to prove that Sheikh Hasina, in fact, did give the orders to kill the protesters and to kill the protesting students who were part of these entire protests. Along with that, what the court has also said is that the amount of evidence that has been put forth before the tribunal, if it was any court across the world that would have tried Sheikh Hasina, they would have without a doubt found her guilty because the evidence is so strong. Even the telephonic conversations that Sheikh Hasina, in the form of evidence which have been submitted before the tribunal, have all been examined by the experts and the forensic labs, after which it has come to the conclusion that these are in fact all authentic and genuine recordings, and the orders that are being passed on this telephonic conversation, where Sheikh Hasina is directing the authorities to locate these protesters by using drones, find out what are the spots in which these protests are happening, and then through helicopters and military rifles, kill these protesters, are all orders that have been given by Sheikh Hasina in her capacity as the Supreme Commander. So for these reasons, the court has said that it's without a shadow of a doubt that it can be concluded that Sheikh Hasina, along with the former Home Minister and the IGP who were working for her at that time, have committed crimes against humanity for which they need to be held guilty. And it is for that reason that she has been granted death sentence by the ICT today. In fact, one very important point that the ICT also mentioned is that the fact that Sheikh Hasina has refused to appear before the tribunal herself and is instead going around and speaking in interviews about the proceedings of the case shows exactly what her demeanor is, what her feelings about the entire proceedings are, and keeping in mind the fact that she has already been convicted of contempt against the tribunal for the kind of hate speeches and derogatory remarks she's made against the tribunal members, there is no shadow of the doubt that she is in fact guilty and she should now be punished with death for the crime that have been committed by her during July 2024.